Hey y'all, so today we are going to talk about maps, but we're going to make it a finance edition. So what I mean by finance edition is I'm going to show 5 different maps of the US. We're going to talk about what kind of income people need to live comfortably in each state. We're going to talk about what the tax burden is on people in each state, the personal taxes. We're going to talk about home prices. We're going to talk about median income. So let's dive into some maps. Finance edition. So the first map we're going to look at is what an individual needs to live comfortably in each state. Living comfortably means trying to follow the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income goes towards needs, 30% goes towards wants, and 20% goes into savings. So let's look at what it says each state needs. Now, let's take into consideration cost of living is different in each state. I understand that, but some of these numbers still seem crazy to me for an individual. So, Massachusetts is the highest at $116,000. Then we go to California and Hawaii at $114,000. New York, $112,000. We're going to go down to Florida, $93,000. Over to Texas, $87,000. The 2 lowest are going to be Arkansas and West Virginia at $79,000. So, like I said, I know cost of living is different. I get that. But the fact that it is $116,000 in Massachusetts and $79,000 in West Virginia, like, that's a big difference. So your state, where you live, what do you think about this map? Do you think that is a rational number? Do you think it should be more? Do you think it should be less? So let's move on to families. So this is the one that really got me the most because I have a family. Me, my husband, my child, and my doggie. So this is a 50-30-20 rule map based off what an average family with 2 working parents and 2 children need to live comfortably. So Massachusetts is yet again the highest at $301,000. That's a lot. California, $277,000. Hawaii, $295,000. You got New York, $279,000. Florida, $209,000. West Virginia, where I live, $189,000. Me and my husband combined will never make $189,000. I'm a teacher. He works public service. Like, we're never going to make $189,000. It's just not going to happen. The low, Arkansas here at $181,000. The lowest is Alabama at $178,000. Now, we're going to take this map. We're going to compare it to the next one, because the next one is the median income for household by state. So what they're saying families need to live comfortably versus what families are actually making is totally different. So based off this map, what do you think about this family needs maps? Do you think it's too high? Do you think it's too low? Are you surprised by any of the numbers? Let me know in the comments. So the median income by state, this is for a household. When you're looking at this, the highest median income by state is going to be, and they added DC at $162,000. Not surprised. Bureaucrats, politicians make all that money that they probably shouldn't, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. After you leave DC, you're going to have Massachusetts at $128,000. You got California, $124,000. Maryland, $125,000. Hawaii, $142,000. You're going to go to New York at $91,000. $91,000. So this is median income, $91,000. When you go back to this map, it's saying to live comfortably, you need $279,000. The math ain't mathin'. Florida, $69,000. West Virginia, $53,000. What was the last map for West Virginia? $189,000. The math ain't mathin'. Let's see. Arkansas, $51,000. The lowest is Mississippi at $47,000. When you compare the numbers for what people are actually making to what people need to live comfortably, there's a big disparity. Is that disparity because of pay, or is that disparity because of rising costs, housing, utilities, food? Probably both. It's probably both. But the math is not mathing for people to live comfortably right now. So tax burden by state. This is 2024. We're going to look at what percentage of your taxes are your personal income paid to state and local governments. So tax burden by state. The highest is going to be New York at 12%. The lowest is going to be Alaska at 4.9%. And then everybody else falls in between. California, 10.4%. Maine, 10.7%. You've got Hawaii, 11.8%. Florida, 6.1%. West Virginia, where I live, is at 8.5%. Arkansas, 8.8%. Wyoming's out there. They're the little lighter color in the west at 5.7%. So you can see how much people are paying in their personal income at state and local. This isn't including federal. This isn't including Social Security. This isn't including any other taxes that come out of their check. This is just their tax burden by state. What do you think? What do you think about the taxes? Are you surprised Are you surprised at what states are higher? Are you surprised at what states are lower? Did you even know what your tax burden in your state is? So let me know in the comments. And the last map we're going to look at is the house pricing and how it changed from first quarter of 2023 to first quarter of 2024. So I was actually surprised that Vermont was the highest at 12.8%. And then DC actually was the lowest at negative 1.5%. It's saying their prices actually went down a little bit, maybe because they realized their pricing was too high and people weren't buying the houses. I don't know. So let's look at some more. So let's see. Massachusetts, 8.8%. California, 6.3%. Florida, 6.1%. New York, 10.9%. West Virginia, 3.6%. Arkansas, 5.1%. Texas was 3.3%. Kansas, 9.9%. That does actually surprise me a little bit that it was so high. Maine, 9.1%. As you can see, most of New England up here was in the higher percentage of going up. So where you live, are you surprised by any of these numbers? Are you surprised at the percentage increase in houses? Are you surprised that DC decreased prices? Let me know in the comments. So like I said, every state is different, and I understand that. Cost of living, prices, everything is different. Taxes, I get it. But man, when you look at those charts, sometimes it just doesn't seem like the math is mathing. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this one, please like, subscribe, and comment below with something that you learned today, or maybe just an opinion you have.